Hey everyone and welcome to this new video. Today I will show you how Hogwarts Legacy, which is an awesome new upcoming action role-playing game set in the Harry Potter universe, which was crazy successful because it already got sold 12 million times and that in the first 2 weeks, which is absolutely crazy, and generated Warner Bros., the developers of the game basically, or the publisher of the game, an income of $850 million. But today we will talk about the game and why it was so successful, but also how you can use those techniques for your game or as a brand to boost your business and generate a passive income with your first game. But let's don't waste more time and jump directly into it and take a look at the game and how we can build our own open worlds to generate some money. In the game, the players take on the role of a student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, set in the late 1800s, and will explore the school and its surrounding areas, including Hogsmeade and the Forbidden Forest. And the players will be able to create their own characters and attend classes to learn magic and develop their skills and cast spells. And those mentioned points are also interesting from the business perspective. And at the first point, we definitely have the story, because you as a player are involved in a story where you want to know more about and where you also want to know how it will end. And currently I see this problem especially in basically all metaverse platforms which are out there. They are boring because this part, and this is a very important part, is missing. But I highly recommend to add some kind of a background story to your metaverse experience, because this will keep players engaged for a long time, which will enable you later to sell a season pass, for example, to later unlock new missions, or also selling in-game cosmetics and items. The second very important thing here is the exploration. Rewarding the players for exploration is very important for games, but also for virtual showrooms and business use cases, because players will spend more time in the application since they get rewarded through the exploration of the level. And while doing that, they also learn more about the company, maybe the team, products, and with the score system and stuff like that. And usually a user spend around 40 seconds on a website, and with games and interactive experiences, you can easily hook players for at least 15 minutes or more, often even 30 minutes or even longer, which is absolutely crazy. And the third point is the character customization. And here the players can immerse themselves in the game and build up a connection to their in-game characters, since they spend some time in the creation process, and it will also maybe look similar to them in the real world. And the great thing, after this process, they can also meet other people in the real world to win new friends and share experiences which they made with this brand, for example. But let's continue with the game, which, by the way, also got created with the Unreal Engine 4. So if you are not already into it, I highly recommend to check this out, since we also have many more videos on our channel, which, gives a more in-depth overview about this great engine, which you can use to build your own games or also metaverse applications. But as the player progresses through the game, they will uncover the mysteries of Hogwarts and the wider wizarding world, including encounters with mythical creatures and dark wizards. The game is set to feature an open world environment with branching narrative, allowing players to make choices which will affect the outcome of the story. Also, combat here will be a significant element of the game basically, with players using, for example, magic to battle their enemies and defend themselves. Those points also show us that a mystery or a story component are very important, since this will cause the game to stay in the minds of your audience and also recommending it to other people. But it also shows us that it is very important to make an interactive and immersive experience, and that's one thing where many people failing doing exactly that. But that's about the game. But I also promised you to show you how it's possible to generate that much money with games. And of course there are different types of income streams you can generate basically when you create your own first game. The first thing are the game sales. And depending where you decide to publish your game, those fees can get up to like 30%, for example, on Steam. And that's of course a lot of money you basically waste. Of course, you also get the benefits of like this huge audience basically from Steam, since it's like the biggest marketplace for games, for example. But also, yeah, you have this drawback of those 30% fees. And here are also like custom solutions which could work. For example, that you sell your game directly over your own website. Like this, you don't need to spend any money to third-party software or whatever. But you also need to run ads and stuff like that by yourself. And that's something I only recommend to experts only. But there are also other income streams which you can use to generate some more money when you're not happy with the game sales itself. For example, you can also make in-game purchases for example, for special items, for character customization options, or maybe you can also offer a season pass to unlock more story missions. The next thing, which is also very, very interesting and very lucrative, since it's like a mega trend currently, are metaverse applications. You can use those, for example, if you have a own shop and want to promote your own products, or maybe also products from other partners you can cooperate with. So corporations and in general metaverse applications, where we also have more videos about some use cases and stuff like that on our YouTube channel, which you also should check out, by the way, can also help you to generate a side income, which is passively and where you basically don't really need to do anything when you work together with the right partners. And the last thing here on my list are ads. And especially when you create mobile games, but also like for PC games, you could place ads, for example, inside of billboards in the level and stuff like that they are not annoying and stuff like that. But especially like for mobile games, ads can also generate a lot of income basically when you have an active player base. And that's where we also talk about the points again, which I listed earlier in this video. So it's very important basically for you to generate a user base which love to play the game basically also over a longer time. This also gets very important here for the ads, for example. But now we talked a lot about Unreal Engine game and metaverse development. I started in this area myself 6 years ago, and I know how complex it can be to start in this area. Because during that time I tried to do everything by myself and made many mistakes I learned from, because I, for example, also worked together with unreliable freelancers, which caused high costs for things I didn't really needed basically. But luckily I learned from those mistakes and can now help my customers so that they don't need to make the same mistakes which I have made in the past. And currently I'm offering a first free 15-minute call where we can together analyze your situation or game idea to check how we can maybe help you to realize your dream of your first own game. Because over the time I built up a team, so I'm able to help with the full process of game development, so we can help from the planning to the development and also later with the marketing and sales to launch your game directly successfully. But we also talked a lot about metaverse applications, and if you have your own business but wondering how you can use games to advertise your products in a brand new, innovative and interactive way, we can also help you there and build your own metaverse or showroom, because we know how hard it can be to create stunning worlds and stories which will hook the players in the long term and keep them engaged. Since here also every metaverse project is very different, that's why we offer our first free 15-minute call where we can analyze your use cases, and if everything fits, we can jump in a second strategy session where we will work out together a plan how your company can enter the metaverse and use the trend of virtual 3D showrooms to boost your branding and sales. You can find the link for the application in the description. So what are you waiting for? Book your free strategy session now so you can also benefit from the possibilities you have as an early adopter. Really, you don't have nothing to lose, but much to win. And now I'm looking forward to talk with you about your game ideas. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.